From Ashes, Chapter 7, The Present. I definitely needed another tire. Sure, there were several places in Haydensboro that I could use, but since I got the last one from Joe's Tires, I figure it's best to go back. Honestly, with Joe's prices, it's worth the hour drive anyway. Though prices are obviously not my real motivation. Gabby brings her pocket dolls along. I've promised her another if she behaves, or maybe a miniature pet. Will the lady be there, she asks, surprisingly perceptive. Don't know, I say. Maybe. Hopefully. We get there just as it opens, a few young employees still shuffling from their cars, an older woman with a bundle of keys by the front door. Her hair is done in a tight gray ponytail, a sweater over her arm, coffee in one hand. When she unlocks the door, I pull it open for her. She smiles and strides in. Can I help you, she asks, setting her sweater down, along with a large purse bursting with a newspaper. I look around a little helplessly. Is Joe here? I ask, for lack of anything else to say. Not just yet, she replies, sipping her latte. Usually wanders in about 11 on Saturdays, sometimes sooner. Another hour. Okay, I say, taking Gabby's hand and staring at the tires along the walls. Needing new tires, she asks. Just one, I say. We stopped here last week when one blew out, and I figured I might as well get the other side taken care of too. Well, we don't need Joe for that. I'll call one of the boys in and they'll get you fixed up. I notice that she doesn't take me to the tire wall like Nora did, doesn't offer to help me herself. I want to believe that Nora was being extra helpful because she was looking for an excuse to talk to me, but she probably just knew more than this receptionist does about tires. Coffee will be ready in a few minutes, hon, she says, opening the door to the garage and shouting cheerfully for one of the guys to come in. Gabby and I both look to the shelf for the candy jar. It's not there. One of the younger men walks in, clean shirt, hands still scrubbed before the day's work begins. Just a tire, I tell him. Toyota Camry. Don't want the other one to go with it, he asks. Got it last week. Then thought I might as well match them up. He rolls one from the shelf and into the garage just as Joe walks through the front door, bell jingling. Morning, Miss Brenda, he almost sings. Ugh, morning, people, she grumbles, nursing her coffee, but smiling. Morning, he says. It's nearly 10:15. Which is definitely the morning, she replies, looking to me for confirmation. I smile, nod. He glances at Gabby, who's moving the arms of one of her dolls back and forth, already getting bored. You were in last week. Had the tire that blew. That's right, sir. Came back this week to match it up. Drove all the way down from Haydensboro. You give the best prices. You bet I do. He looks to the place where Miss Brenda is sitting, as though he sees right through my excuse. I cough into my hand. Gabby has wandered up to the desk and flopped a dark-haired doll down on the newspaper while she inspects the woman's crossword puzzle. Do you have any candy? She asks. Gabby, I scold, but the woman just laughs. Oh, you must have been here when Miss Nora was here. Always keeps a stash of candy for the kids. I look at the empty spot where the candy jar was last week. Takes it home on her days off, though, Brenda says. Otherwise, the guys come in here and raid it. You can't trust a 20-year-old man with a jar of candy. So it's her day off, I ask, trying to sound casual. Saturday she's usually off, Brenda says, matching my tone, though a half smile flits across her lips. I was sick last week, so she did me a favor and came in. Got it, I say, wondering if I should just dive in and ask more questions. This kid's probably going to be needing his front tires done next week, Joe says, winking at Brenda. Undoubtedly, she replies. Better off come through Friday, though. Less of a crowd. She winks back at Joe. I laugh at the two of them. I haven't been called a kid for a good 10 years. Okay. Best prices and most beautiful receptionists. I nod to Brenda and she rolls her eyes, still smiling. She digs into her purse and comes up with a stick of gum for Gabby. Ask your daddy first. Gabby turns to me and I nod distractedly. Since you found me out anyway, do either of you know if she's single or not? The receptionist, Nora. Oh, she's single, Joe says, a little something in his voice that I can't pinpoint. But every guy under 40 who works here has asked her out and she hasn't taken a single one up on his offer. The girl's just being professional, Brenda says. Can't go getting involved with a guy you work with. It gets complicated. She gives Joe a conspiratorial look over her newspaper, and I realize in a little epiphany that the two of them are a couple. Says she's still recovering from a bad breakup, Joe adds, though she's been working here for over a year, and I don't remember anything with any guy. My stomach sinks a little. She does like guys, doesn't she? Joe smiles. I've never seen anything with any girl either. She's been through some things, Brenda says, scolding Joe. It's okay for her to take some time. Sure, Joe says, then looks at me. Can't hurt to try to ask her out, though. Can't hurt, I think. Though I know that it can hurt a little. Me following a line of rejected guys, one of the masses asking her out and being turned down. Still, I find myself agreeing with Joe. Yeah, we'll just make it one tire today. I'll have to come back for the front ones later. Sure, Joe says. And rotations and all that. I do a little body work here too if you end up needing it. Now you're just using me for business, I say. Better believe it. I laugh. And what days hypothetically might be best for business? Monday through Friday, the usual. Might have to take the day off work then, I say, looking at my phone. Up to you, Joe says. Like I say, she's a tough nut to crack. Brenda looks up. Or maybe most guys just don't know how a woman likes to be cracked. Joe throws up his hands in surrender. That's my cue to go check on your car. He scuttles out playfully. Gabby watches Brenda as she writes several letters into one of the crosswords, each line a hard flick with her pencil. Any idea what a 5-letter river in Germany is? She asks Gabby, who shakes her head solemnly. Me either, Brenda says. Joe pulls my car out front, tires dark and clean. Good luck with the crossword, I say. Maybe I'll see you next week. If you're smart, she replies, not looking up. You'll scrounge up that personal day and not see me at all. She's not too tough a nut to crack, I ask. That's for you to find out, hun. Suddenly, Brenda's face lights up, and she scratches in her final word. Gabby claps for her.